Hello everybody, it is frailrain here, and today we are starting a new series, called Crucible Coach. Now what this is I'm going to take user-submitted videos, and we are going to watch them together, and I'm going to give pointers and advice on how to better gameplay. Now this does not mean every person who sends me a video is going to be bad and harshly critiqued, because especially with this person who just sent this video in, whose name I forget between every take, and I apologize. He is a good Crucible player, but like everybody, he could be better. Even Triple Rec could be better. So let's take a look at what he's got going, and we are going to talk about how he could better his gameplay. So beginning of the match, we get C rushing to a very vulnerable position, but it works out because there was nobody coming, and rushes to get B. Smart, you want to get B control, especially on this map because it's a very volatile and hostile zone, and capturing it is not as easy as it is on other maps. So there's somebody on B right now. We've seen him on the radar going there for the past few seconds. Gonna run in with the blink shotgun, easy kill, perfect. Somebody's up there. I think a primary would have been safer, but if he's using an auto rifle, punish him. So now we're looking down to the left. This was a risky way to go, and now instead of waiting to see where the person's coming from, he rushes through the doorway and looks in one direction, and that really that was what set him up for being murdered at that moment.
Zone B lost.
Yeah. Okay.
Enemy captured Zone B.
Great. Sorry, I'm doing this on my lunch break, so I'm being thorough, but I'm being efficient and fixing things after the fact. So we're rushing in to recapture B, which is important. Okay, shotgun. We're trying to force close quarter engagement. This is a very important moment. My thing slipped. This is a very important moment in the game, and it highlights something I really want to talk about. So we're going to let this play through. Now, everybody can assume from watching this what I'm going to say, but it's something that's really difficult to keep track of while you're playing, and that is the idea of, I did the thing that should kill him, so he should be dead, and working off the assumption that somebody's going to die, instead of making an actual informed decision after seeing somebody die. You're going to slip again, I know it. Alright, I'll deal with it this time. So he worked on the assumption that he was going to get the kill, and that wound up leading to a trade. Make sure that, especially if you're trying to run a shotgun and get max distance kills, you don't assume you're going to get a kill. And now there's another really important thing I want to highlight that's going to happen right here. So we move up into this area, and we see this little red mark right here. Now, as we advance it, it turns into a red circle. Now, what that means, between those two instances, what happened is he moved into the room. So somebody's behind that wall over on the right, and we know it. So we shouldn't be pushing and not looking to our right. If you want to push and try to trade with a shotgun or outduel him, blink up above, that's fine. But we pushed and we looked away from where the people are noticeably at, and that's going to lead to shotgunning. So yeah, map awareness and watching your mini-map is very important. So now he's spawning C while his whole team is A. Just simply gets outgunned. That happens. You're going to lose trades, you're going to lose gun duels, and that's a thing that you just gotta be okay with in this game. Let's see. Team's capturing B. We are at 9.5 minutes, so Heavy's going to be dropping soon. Very aggressive with the shotgun, but the dude died. Dodged the aftermath, so that's good. Got the shotgun kill. So now I want you to notice that it's 9 minutes and 15 seconds.
Heavy ammo on the way.
Heavy ammo's on the way, and we're not pushing with our super. Right now, you should be getting down underneath the super, or the heavy, rather, and just trying to get the heavy. Heavy's dropped, and we've made no discernible
Gains the lead.
movements towards either heavy. So at this time, this is a very crucial point in any match because this is a really volatile moment as soon as heavy drops. He's finally moving, and now when he activates, we're just going to watch this. Gets killed because now they all have heavy. So the problem here is super was activated too late, and stop checking your score. Super was activated too late, and so they were able to get the heavy, which they could use to kill you, and they were able to react to you because you didn't use your super you didn't activate your super offensively. So when you activate your super, you have the ability to jump. Excuse me. It's my lunch break, and I just had some sweet barbecue chicken. You have the ability to jump and use that forward momentum, or slide and use that forward momentum to cause your super to go further. Physically go further. And that's something you should really take advantage of. Also, you're running flux grenades, and I noticed that you're not running fast twitch. I would consider using arc bolt grenades. Fluxes have the weakest stick. It's a preference thing, so if you prefer flux grenades, that's fine. But fast twitch is almost
Zone C
like...
neutralized.
See, now right now I want to point out that B's been being captured for a while, and there's been no movements towards it. There you go. Now you're starting to...
Enemy
You got the
captured
clean
Zone
trade.
A.
Simple. Okay. Lost my train of thought.
Zone C
I was
secured.
saying something important, so you guys know where I was going with it. Right now we're pushing into a Nova Bomb. That guy was not paying as much attention as he ought to have been. And nice slide shotgun. So we have super again, and we know that heavy is going to be dropping within a minute. So hopefully we hold on to it. Now this is a crucial moment in this match for you. Right now you're checking your score twice, and look at your radar. Oh man, you got 1, 2, 3 people on your radar, and you're checking your score in the menu. This is not going to end well, because now you have to close menu, pull out your primary, switch to your secondary, even with quick draw, aim and shoot, and you just don't have the time for it. Honestly, if I were in this situation, so let's take a look at this one more time. Drop down to almost no health, and instead of dropping down to your right or running forward or running away, you stay, you check your score, you decide to try to fight this, and the best you could hope for is a trade, because all he has to do is hit you with like 2 pellets of his shotgun.
Zone B
Just
lost.
overall, not a very good time to be looking through your menu thing. Yeah, to be looking in the ghosts. So let's see. Assessing the battlefield right now, I assume, which is good. See a guy floofing up. Gonna come over, take a couple pop shots at him. He's toast. Self-res. Good focus fire on the self-res. Overall, you've done really well this game, by the way. You're definitely trading your life. Ooh, alright. So here's the thing we need to talk about. This is the concept of primaries. There's a reason that Triple Rec and T-Rex and Gathalion, they always do the primaries thing. So you have your Thorn out. You're within primary range, and that man's shooting you with hard light. So your reaction should not be push forward, attempt to blink, get killed, and stare at him in death. If somebody's within your primary range, just use your primary. Especially if they are aware of you. So right now you're going to be pushing for the heavy, it looks like. Okay, good. Are you going to slide activate or just activate? Just activate. Nice. Good. Good. Clean. Another bad man over there. Boom. Very good. Very respectable super. And now we're going to go from that really good super to trying to shotgun at primary distance. And you eventually get the kill, but you wasted so much time that there's 2 more people in here. Primaries are really important. Even if you're in a duel that seems close quarters, you're not always going to get the shotgun range, and you just have to learn to recognize and adapt what is shotgun range. Whiffed a grenade, that's fine. Everybody whiffs grenades. Everybody loses gun duels. Everybody misses blinks. It's fine. Let's see. Jump in. Super aggressive shotgun. Killed the Blade Dancer. Bravo. So we're wrapping up this match right now. All in all,
You neutralized
I would
Zone
say you've
B.
done very well this match. This is a good game, and you should be proud of it. There are a few things. You got to work on your choke points a little bit. Like there, when a person is
Enemy
coming,
captured Zone B.
they know you're on the radar. Also, stop looking at your score. They know you're on the radar, and if you're in B, they know where you are.
Zone A
They're going to have the advantage. Good job. Okay, so right now we're pushing for A while the enemy team's pushing for C. Your team sort of screwed up here, so this is a pointer for everybody out there.
Enemy
Don't
captured Zone C.
try to flip spawns on maps where it doesn't matter. Like, in this map, who cares if you hold A or C? I understand people have preferences, but it's entirely preferential. What this did was it caused a spawn flip, which let the entire enemy team spawn on C and get the points for the neutralizing and the capture, which is several hundred points that could easily be avoided by simply not pushing the outer spawn. And the only map you should try to hold outer spawns on is Widow's Court, because it's so big that it actually has a fair number of spawns near B.
You
Let's
neutralized
see.
Zone
We're on B. Yeah, so this game's going to wrap up here. Good job overall.
Zone B.
I would be very happy to have you on my team, as would anybody who's watching this video. Little late on the super popping, but you know what? It worked. And missed a blink jump. All that's fine. So big takeaways for
More
you.
efforts like that, we might just
Make
win.
sure you're aware of where you are on the map and your possible escape routes. Instead of trying to trade low health, it's not in any way like super pansy for trying to just run and avoid a situation where you could trade instead of just getting more kills with your life. 25 and 10 is really respectable. So, bueno jabo. Let's see. Terror Squad. Wouldn't want to face Terror Squad. Make sure when you activate your super that you are doing so either sliding or in the air so you maintain forward momentum. That's really important. The game's over. You did a good job. You did a really good job. Watch yourself in those choke points. Make sure you're watching the radar to get a better idea of where your opponents are coming from, and learn when to back off. Backing off is really important. If you see your radar go to the red circle and you're looking in a direction you don't see anybody, my advice is usually to just continue in the direction you're going, blink away, and hope that you can turn around and catch them, or just run away from the situation. Not dying is more important than getting kills a lot of the time. Because if you put yourself in a position where you trade constantly, like I'm going to go back and we are going to find one particular instance I want to talk about. This one. Alright,
Zone
so.
C secure.
So just watch this real fast. We went back a little too far. You go up, you trade, you get the kill. Now, you've got a kill. This life is currently at a 1 KD, which is good. You are 1 over 0. Technically, not applicable KD. You can run, and you've done your part in this life. But instead, you try to force a trade that ultimately winds up in your death. You didn't even get the trade, which would have been better. So, a lot of things people focus on is trying to get trades. And that's not as good as not dying and just getting like 2 kills per life and winding up with a total of 10 kills in a match. I would rather somebody who goes 10 and 2 than somebody who goes 22 and 22. Because that's, minimum 2,200 points taken in and also given away. Where 10 and 2 has brought in maybe 1,000 points. So he's not really pulling his weight that much, but he's only given up 200. And that's a really important point. The other thing I want to mention to you, stop looking at your score so much. I know it's tempting. I do the same thing. Look at it when you're dead, and that's it. Otherwise, don't worry about it. So Mayday 634, really good job. If you guys like this, I hope that you got something out of it. And Mayday, you're a really good player, and I hope you continue to improve. If you guys really like this, drop a like, drop a subscribe, drop a comment. I will be doing this as much as people are interested in it, and I have fun with it. So I would appreciate knowing if it was good for you guys or not. That's all we got today, because my lunch break is over. So, eyes up, Guardians.